Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, where the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other come what may. Was the promise really something people kept, not just something they would say? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Grandpa, everything is changing fast. We call it progress, but I just don't know. Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me a picture of long ago. Did lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other come what may? Was the promise really something people kept, not just something they would say then forget? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other come what may. Was the promise really something people kept, not just something they would say then forget? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
You guys do another one?
Sure, we'll do one.
Yeah, cool. Go for it. That's great.
No.
That's lovely.
Just wait.
Do you have a band name?
No,
Wait.
not yet. No.
Raven in the Willow Tree?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, you don't want to be in a band. Get that phone and we'll you're going to be on there. Willow's been playing instruments since she was probably a baby. She's learning the ukulele now. She started off with the guitar, but it was a little too complicated for her when she was about 3, so we switched her to the ukulele. Okay, there you go. check. Okay. Ready? There goes my baby with someone new. He sure looks happy, I sure am blue. He was my baby till she stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, bye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello emptiness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. One time. Ready? Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Good job, hello. You're done now? Okay. Say thank you.
Yeah, give it up for Willow.
That's my 9-year-old daughter, Willow Eve. Is that me or you?
I don't know. We're on the edge of something.
Hi everybody, live on Facebook here. Hold on, I'm turning around.
Want to do this? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, this is the one we were going to do before. It's in D. It's called One Way or Another. No, it's just a normal D. I'm just gonna get a tune for a second here. Yeah, we can tune our voices too. Alright.
And good night. Just kidding.
Ah, that's that.
That's our show.
I saw some visions looking brighter, felt some weaving getting tighter, got to yearning for the way of living lighter. I heard a subtle voice of doubt, then another with more clout, with certain peace I'd never had to shout. Took some hard turns on the path, too much peace, too much wrath, then forgave enough to get my balance back. And I was wondering, oh, I was wondering, seeing how it's all begun, causes and effects are one of the ways we play in this creation. Destinies are big and small, just like plants are short and tall. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe in the love of all. With good fortune we are born to transcend, to transform. Here for now, anyhow, like the eye of a storm. And I was wondering, I was wondering, oh, I was wondering, yeah, I was wondering. Feeling grateful, sister, brother, with the father, with the mother, for the ways we co-create with and for each other. Feeling joyful, feeling free, with responsibility, with the ways that we can choose such beauty. Thank you, teacher, thank you, school, thank you, wise one, thank you, fool, thank you, student, practicing forever with those golden rules. And I was wondering, yeah, I was wondering, old friend, how have you been? And I was told it's hot and cold, and I was wondering if you're warm enough yet. I'm wishing you the best, one way or another, one way or another, one way or another, one way or another.
That was a great song.
Thank you.
Can I do?
So my name is Brian Paul DG. And this is Reid beside me here in a wonderful green dress.
Made by Naomi Hunter on my right here.
Yeah.
Your left, depending which way you're facing. Oh no, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
stage. What is that? Stage left? Stage left?
Oh man.
It's all good.
It's all good, yeah.
And then we got the wonderful Willow, who's one of the camera people on the scenes here. And then we got our friend James Deka over there. He's probably gonna come and rock out with some clarinet pretty soon.
Oh, awesome.
See, that's a special night we got on our hands here.
I'm gonna do a cover actually. Colors in the street, red, white, and blue. People shuffling their feet, people sleeping in their shoes. There's a warning sign on the road ahead. There's a lot of people saying we're better off dead. Don't feel like Satan, but I am to them. Trying to forget it any way I can. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 See a woman in the night with a baby in her hand under an old street light near a garbage can. Now she put the kid away and she's gonna get a hit. She hates her life and what she's done to it. There's one more kid that'll never go to school, never fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 There's 1,000 points of light for the homeless man. Got kindly, gently machine gun hand. Stores and toilet paper, got styrofoam boxes for the ozone layer. Got a man of the people saying keep hope alive. Got fuel to burn, got roads to drive. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Work on our endings. Actually, I do. You're a better musician
Oh,
than
no,
I am.
that's not it. We're differently the same, differently good, you know. Everyone's got their own practices. It's
gotta know where
astounding. Raven, when I went to pick Raven up for this trip, she's like, there's got 3 children she's taking care of. One of them was a neighbor friend we went to take back, and she made sure she walked her right to her door. It's like it's an art and a science to be a family person, you know. And so that the fact that you've got all these awesome songs and knowing all these songs too at the same time as managing a family, that's great. And then the way that You know, that's really awesome. And then the way that you're integrating music into your family life is really great too. Yeah.
It takes a lot to get my son to play, though. He
Oh
won't-
yeah. Maybe he'll watch the Facebook video. Willow is
Maybe.
making it.
Yeah, maybe. If you are, hi, Elias.
Buying drums.
Yes,
Oh yeah, drums. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I bought him a guitar, electric guitar, but it's been a fight to get him to learn scales, so I think I'll buy him drums. The electric drums, though, so he can put on headphones and I don't hear it. Oh, he said he wanted to learn the cowbell. Everybody needs more cowbell.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. What do you think? Want to try to? You think you're ready? Take them up here, James?
I'm gonna try another Reid here like that. I'm gonna jump
Okay.
halfway through. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. Well, however, this one's in C. This will be in C. This one. This is a song. This one's called "I Call." It's in. Well, yeah. So that's in G. It's actually it's C. It's actually C, but with the capo it's G. It's pretty easy though. It's just like G and C and G and C and G and C a lot, and then once in a while there's a. All right. So this one's really good. We may have heard some ignorance, obedient, trust in lust and vengeance, hunting for repentance. But I know what I meant, common focused benevolence, just here in the middle of it all. Into the so-called emptiness I call. I'll do another verse. We may have felt a sense of bad and good, respecting as we should. Integrity is everywhere, honestly we could share. And I know what I meant, common focus, benevolence, just here in the middle of it all. Into the so-called emptiness I call. know something? We really do know everything as it flows and changes as we sing. And I know what I meant, common focus, benevolence, just here in the middle of it all. Into the so-called emptiness I call. James gonna take it home? Awesome. That's James Dyke on the clarinet there with us. It's such a wonderful joy to have him playing with us. It's always so nice to have you with us, James.
I always get lost in music and then I'm like, what should I sing next? I'm gonna do another Neil Young song. When I was growing up, my dad had almost 1,000 records, I think. And I used to listen to them all the time. Hey, my, hey, my, hey, my, hey, my, rock and roll can never die, no, 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 it's more to the picture. Meets the eye, hey, my, hey, hey, my, hey, hey, my. Out of the blue and into the black. You pay for this, but they give you that. Once you're gone, you can't come back. Out of the blue and into the black. The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. This is the story of Johnny Rotten. It's better to burn out, fade away. The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. Hey, hey, my. Rock and roll can never die. No, 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 no. It's more to the picture meets the eye. Hey, hey, my.
Awesome. Okay, this is a fun one. It's playfully kind of it's a playful song about commitment issues.
Oh, I got those.
Who doesn't? It's in D for you fellow instrumentalists out there. And it just goes round and round in terms of the chord progressions, like this. So the song's called How Lovely, How Lovely. I want it to stay. I want it to stay. I want it to stay. I want it to stay with you. Now I want to go. Now I want to go. Now I want to go. Now I want to go away. Before I go away, before I go away, before I go away, I got something to say to you. You may already likely already know. You may already know just how thankful I am. We sure did good with all that we had. We sure did good with all that we had. We sure did good with all that we had. Thanks be to that. Now that we're on our own way. Now that we're on differently the same. How lovely. Take it home, man. I see you again, differently the same. How lovely. Oh, I see you again, differently the same. How lovely. Yeah, I see you again, differently the same. How lovely. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to see our friend Doris here. I've missed you. Where were you all weekend? Just, you've been busy. You had a good adventure. I'm sure you got a good story to tell about it. What about you, Raven? You got a story to tell over there?
I'm just gonna sing you a song.
Okay, that's
Song
good.
that I wrote.
That's what I was looking for.
Kind of a slower one. Like I said, our shows we put you on an emotional roller coaster, I think.
Yeah, that's.
Who doesn't like a roller coaster?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
like it. It's good. That's like a.
So they'll just give you an hour where we'll just in the background.
Think I'm afraid of falling in love. What if I fall into nothing? What if your arms aren't there to catch me in the end? What if I only have sadness to bring? I love too deep, my spirit is too strong. I'm fired if your wind, we'd burn it all down. If you could love me, you could leave me, then where would I be? I'd wander the desert like a blowing tumbleweed. If I could love you, that's where I'd be. If I could love you, that's where I'd be. These walls around my heart are there for a reason, not keeping you out, but keeping me in. I guess it'll scare you to know where I've been. I love too deep, my spirit is too strong. I'm fired if your wind, we burn it all down. If you could love me, you could leave me, then where would I be? I'd wander the desert like a blowing tumbleweed. If I could love you, that's where I'd be. If I could love you, that's where I'd be. Thank you. Okay, now you gotta pick everything up again, Brian.
Well, okay, here, I got a good one. This is kind of a new one. There's lots of chords in it, but I think it might be fun to do. It's an E. And then there's like C sharp minors and G sharp minors, D's and A's. Yeah. I could. But then this one. I'll do it in E just a bit. Okay, this one's called Consequential Response. I am the sinner, I am the saint. I am the painter, I am the paint. You know how we say, this is a new age. I am clear and I am confused. I am sad and mad, I am amused. You know how we make the news. I am the mother, I am the child, I am the father, nearly reconciled. You know how we see the wild. I am the fighter, I am the peace, I am the health and I am the disease. You know how we are, beauty and the beast. And I am the consequence of how I yearn. Yeah, I am the consequence of how I learn. I am the consequence how I turn and turn. I am the trickster, I am the joke, I am the drunken, sober, holy smoke. You know how we love to look for a hoax. I am the faithful, I am the true, the co-creative, integrative you. You know how we do, make it all the way through. And I am the consequence consequence of how I yearn. I am the consequence of how I learn. Yeah, I am the consequence of how I turn and turn. You know? How I turn and turn and turn and turn. Yeah. Thanks so much.
That's a great song.
That's James Dyke on the clarinet there, everyone, again. And he's been a part of so many really great music projects all over Saskatchewan, I think, and most currently with the Whiskey Jerks, and with Jillian and Peter, and Anna. Yeah, wonderful.
Evan Bueller and Anna.
Yeah, wonderful group. Yeah, wonderful group of friends. Yeah. And then we got Reid with so many great original songs and traditional songs she's been sharing with us all weekend. It's been so nice playing with her even.
Thank
just
you.
Just hearing your songs.
I'm from Saskatoon. I live in Saskatoon, but I was born in Yellowknife and adopted out of Fort Smith, which is in Northwest Territories. And I grew up in Prince Albert. My mother is from Mikisew Cree Nations, and my father is from Buffalo Lake Métis settlement. You did.
Nice.
We went to school together.
St. Charles, or no, it's Prince Charles.
Way back.
Awesome. That's awesome. Hey, these childhood friends right here. That's really great.
It's so weird. I was thinking about you. I think we were driving around Prince Albert and it's all changed there where we went to
Yeah,
school.
the school's totally gone.
And I said, I used to have a little friend who lived in this corner house.
Turns out he's still little.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna sing you a song that I wrote. It's I sang it earlier. I hope you like repeats. I really love old country, so I just took a bunch of titles and put them all together. Your cheating heart gave you wandering eyes, so I got my own as I walk the line. I'm stuck in a lonesome prison with no way out, going around this ring of fire. God help me now. People say I'm crazy, I'm a fool, but they the way I do. So picture this, me without you, 'cause you have so many, Jolene, Betty, and Pegasus. I was once your wildwood flower, your briar rose, so I fall to pieces every night I know. Used to call me sunshine, used to be my stars. Now I'm all alone in the small town bar. So go to Jackson, see if I care, 'cause when you get back, I won't be there. Your cheating heart gave you wandering eyes, so I got my own as I walk the line. I'm not used to playing with other musicians, so this is pretty neat.
That's great. That's so cool. You guys were friends in high school, or was it junior
it was
school?
grade school, yeah.
Okay, wow, that's great.
Grade 6, 4, 5, 6.
No, Village Green. Village Green.
When we were allowed to walk around by ourselves till the lights came on. Street lights.
That's
That's a
great.
big deal when the street light came on.
That's right. We get home, we get grounded.
We should, well, I got a bag of rhythm instruments here. Maybe, I don't know if Victoria wants to come up and play some rhythm instruments. You want to have a shaker? There's some good shaker. There's actually a shaker in there that Gene, the local woodworker, instrument maker, made. And if you want to come, and you know, I think you know this song too. This one's called "Take Our Love to Town," and James knows it too. This one's in the key of D, and it's easy to sing along with too. If you feel like singing along, you'll see the parts where you can sing along, and it'll be relatively obvious. This "Take Our Love to Town" is in D. Yeah. That wood square thing. There's lots of things you can choose from, but the one that the Gene, the local fellow, yeah, that's the one that Gene made. Yeah, that's pretty. I saw him earlier yesterday. I haven't seen him today though. He shows up sometimes and plays songs with us too. He's quite a wonderful singer-songwriter. Local Manitou fellow. He might be moving, but who knows? Anything can happen. Oh yeah, he made that too, didn't he? Did he make that one special just for you guys because it's yellow? Did you make that? He probably did, eh? All right, so this song's called "Take Our Love to Town." Well, I helped you so, and I saw you grow, and I learned to love you so. So I like to see how you fly free and know that you know of the pure sublime through all space and time as we freely rhyme and flow. So if you wanna go singing up and down, you can take our love to town. It's a brand new day, ain't no need to say, but I'll say it anyway. Though it may not seem deep with every dream, never late to find a way. Come flu or fire, no it won't tire, for it's clear it's here to stay. So if you wanna play singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Singing da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Singing da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Here we go again. Singing da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Singing da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. It's a love we made and it'll never fade, and it's clear 'cause here it stayed. Like I always knew, and so did you every time we made a trade. So we'll take our routes, and any doubts it'll cut through like a blade. And if you want it made, singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Sing it da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Sing it da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Sing it da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. If you dare, our love is found. If you care, our love is found. Everywhere our love is found. Everywhere our love is found. Everywhere our love is found. Take it home, James. With the sky and ground singing up and down, and take our love to town. Sing it down, 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 down. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. Sing it down, 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 down. With the sky and ground singing up and down, see a cappella. Da 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 da. With the sky and ground singing up and down, you can take our love to town. All right. Thank you. That's great. That's the best version of that song ever, I think.
I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Because I'm singing wrong.
Oh, that's okay. Me too. Yeah, it's differently the same every time, you know.
Okay. This song is called Dreaming of Me Too. Now, some of you guys heard this before, so you gotta sing along. Okay. This one's actually on the radio, so that's cool.
Since you get
Actually, Jillian sang this with me.
Maybe one day I'll be walking down the street, you'll be walking my way, and our eyes will meet. I'll smile at you and you'll wink at me. We'll grab a drink, find a seat, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Whoa, ooh, whoa, ooh, dreaming of me too. Whoa, ooh, ooh, dreaming of me too. Ooh, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Talk all night and wonder where the time went. Don't matter 'cause it's time well spent. We'll part ways for a couple of days. I'll go crazy, I won't concentrate, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Whoa. Dreaming of me too. Whoa, dreaming of me too. Ooh, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Is it kinda strange, is it kinda funny that I don't know you but I dream of you, honey? I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Dreaming of me too. Dreaming of me too. Ooh, 'cause I Thank you.
Okay, this. Okay, this one's pretty easy. It's just 4 chords over and over, the same ones. It's called "What I Would Otherwise Do." And it's in C. Shifted, predicted, addicted, I did it before. Still I want more. Still I want more. Gifted and lifted and gifted and lifted again. Still I pretend I need a new friend. Gifted and gifted and gifted and gifted some more. And still I explore to know what it's for. Tired of lying and trying to be what I'm not. I just forgot what I already got. Thank God there is someone and something to stay true to. Who really knew what I would otherwise do? Thank God there is someone and something to stay true to. Who really knew what I would otherwise do? Sighing and crying and flying on these wings of song. You'd think I'd have done some good all along. Trying and trying and trying and trying again. And still I pretend I need a new friend. Straying and saying I'm playing for something much better. Let's get it together. I'll pass you the feather. Picky and sticky and tricky, I'm playing my part. We know it's all good here in the heart. Thank God there is someone and something to stay true to. Who really knew what I would otherwise do? Thank God there is someone and something to stay true to. Who really knew what I would otherwise do? So that's serious fun, that one. Thanks so much. Okay, thank you. Hey, give it up for James Dyko. Wasn't that so special to have him here with us? And Victoria too. And thanks so much to Victoria for doing such a great job hosting a really awesome, complete afternoon of Saskatoon and beyond poets and storytellers. That was really nice. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
You're lucky you didn't stay here longer. I was gonna tickle you and start asking you to do poetry before. Maybe if you do you want to do that? Do you think? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll look again. Maybe see if you think of one. Yeah. Victoria's got so many great original poems.
Remember how this goes.
I gotta get in. You know, I should tune my. You got it?
I got it.
Okay. 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 Here we go.
This is a song I wrote called Silver Bullets. I'm waiting for you. Doesn't
Oh, sorry. Do it again.
I'm waiting for you.
No, I'm not like it.
Just say, long it takes, I'll wait for you for the rest of my days.
Forget.
Long it takes, I'll wait for you for the rest of my days. I hope that I'll find another way back someday, back in your heart, your head, back where I belong instead. World War III in my mind, trying to stop these thoughts all the time. But they come at me like silver bullets, trying to lie, but I know I'm full of it. Ooh, you're my downfall, my deceit. You're the card game I could not be. World War III in my mind, trying to stop these thoughts all the time. Maybe it's time that I should let you walk away. I thought I could wait for the rest of my days, losing my breath while my heart races. I close my eyes 'cause the pain's gonna hit. Oh, World War III in my mind, trying to stop these thoughts all the time. But they come at me like silver bullets, trying to lie, but I know I'm full of it. You're my downfall, my deceit. You're the card game I could not be. Ooh. World War III in my mind, try to stop these thoughts all the time. I don't know what to do, try to find which way to go. Should I run back to you or let you go, baby? Let you go, baby. World War III in my mind, try to stop these thoughts all the time. But they come at me like silver bullets, try to lie, but I know I'm full of it. Ooh, you're my downfall, my deceit. You're the card game I could not be. World War III in my mind, trying to stop these thoughts all the time. World War III in my mind, trying to stop these thoughts all the time.
Alright, nice.
I'm gonna be known for my bad endings.
It's humility, it's like a humble ending. It's a good teaching.
Many relationships have bad endings. It's the rest that really counts.
You can only have bad if you have good, right? It all goes together. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we'll take we'll just take a break for a few minutes here.
Imagine a world where no music was playing. Think of a church, nobody's praying. If you ever looked up at a sky with no blue, then you've seen a picture of me without you. Have you walked in a garden where nothing was growing, or stood by a river, nothing was flowing? If you've seen a red rose unkissed by the dew, then you've seen a picture of me without you. And you picture heaven with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ringing. If you watched as the heart of a child breaks in two, and you've seen a picture of me without you. Then you've seen a picture of me without you.
That's a George Jones song. That's really lovely. Do you want to do that other one that the lady was requesting?
Oh, sure.
Someone was requesting one of Raven's songs.
We're gonna listen to "Dreaming of Me Too" again. I hope you listen. Is she here, or should we do that?
Oh, maybe she's not here.
She went up there.
How will we do it?
Oh, she's listening. Are you listening? Oh no, maybe we'll wait till she gets back. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
I tell you where she is. Maybe get the nice hat on. However, you know what? I don't have my net, so I don't bring it back.
there she is. Well, we were gonna do a song that you requested.
They're serving burgers over here.
Yeah, let's do that one.
I'm doing this song by request called Dreaming of Me Too. Maybe one day you'll be walking down the street, you'll be walking my way, and our eyes will meet. I'll smile at you and you'll wink at me. We'll grab a drink, find a seat, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Whoa. I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. We talk all night and wonder where the time went. Don't matter 'cause it's time well spent. We'll part ways for a couple of days. I'll go crazy, I will concentrate, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Whoa. Cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of you too. Is it kinda strange and is it kinda funny that I don't know you but I dream of you, honey? I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Dreaming of me too, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, dreaming of me too. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, I got a good follow-up song for that one. I'll stay in that. I'm gonna stay in that zone, that kind of zone.
The happy, dreamy zone.
Actually, yeah, this one is a good one. This one and its potential sing-along. Maybe I'll do that one first too.
For those of you just arriving, my name is Reid. I'm from Saskatoon, and this is Brian.
Yeah, Brian Paul DG for simplicity's sake.
Oh, there you go.
I could try to teach you how to pronounce the last name too if you want, but we can talk about that later. Or if you want to try now, it goes like this. Di Giuseppe, hey, what's the matter for you? Can't you speak?
Forget about it.
Can't you speak Italian? But most people so my parents came to Canada from Italy, and Di Giuseppe means of Joseph, and that's my story, one of my stories, and I guess I can stick to it if I need to. This one is with the capo on the second. This one's called Anyway and Anyhow. What did you bring for our story now? How do you sense that it's a fit? Baby, you know how I am now. I already like it. I went across the universe to return with a smile, and still it feels I hardly know a mile. I'd seen so many scenes along the way, you'd think I'd seen it all, but still I know you'll bring us something new. Anyway and anyhow. There's really just one thing I wanna tell you, and if you tell me first, well, that's okay. It's like the countless stories that we already heard somehow do not exactly say. The music that is here and now and calling us to sing a whole new joy for all and everything. And we know it comes and goes, that's just how it goes, and we love the way it plays anyway and anyhow. I'm listening, there's always more to hear. I love it when you tell it to me clear. The way the sun was glistening out on the melting snow reminded me of a story that you told. I'm just a boy, I'm just a man, somewhat on the run. You're just a girl, woman showing up. The care we share is magic and beyond all we can say, and we love the way it plays anyway and anyhow. Thank you. Sure. One more song, okay, last one. Want to do a happier, kind of a happier song for our last song? Okay, this one.
Everybody's in love.
Everybody's in love? Okay. How about a song for, what about a song for the bees? Want to sing a song for the bees? Does everyone like that idea? What do you think? Do you want a sing-along song that you can sing with, or are you just gonna listen? Okay, this one, you'll like this one. This is called Busy Little Bee. And it's and each line repeats twice. You can sing along with it if you want. It goes like this. It's an A and D and then A and E, or E and A. Go like that. Busy little bees in the summer we see, so many flowers, so much honey. Busy little bees in the summer we see, so many flowers, so much honey. Already happy for the winter rain. Already happy for the winter rain. Busy little bees in the summer we see, making the best of everything. Busy little bees in the summer we see, making the best of everything. Happy for the winter rain. Already happy for the winter rain. Okay, this is the one. This is the part where you go like this. Busy little bees in the summer we see, so much sunshine, so much beauty. Busy little bees in the summer we see, so much sunshine, so much beauty. Already happy for the winter rain. For the winter rain. Busy little bees in the summer we see, they like to dance and they like to sing. Busy little bees in the summer we see, they like to dance and they like to sing. Already happy for the winter rain. Already happy for the winter rain. Okay, you gotta try your good buzzing again. Make sure you make it sound like a bee, not a wasp or a fly. It's gotta be a bee. Okay, good buzz. Busy little bees in the summer we see, they're showing us a key of alchemy. Busy little bees in the summer we see, they're showing us a key of alchemy. Already happy for the winter rain. Already happy for the winter rain. Alright, thanks so much. Big thanks again to Sarah and Clayton. It's been such a pleasure to play. We've done 3 sets in the last 2 days, Raven and I. It's been such a great privilege and joy to play with Raven too and sing with Raven. We were just totally improvising here. Raven has CDs available. By all means, make friends with her. I have some CDs here if anyone's interested. Thanks again.